My next guest is a very well-known chef. She's also a huge friend of this show. You'll remember, of course, from our body confidence campaign a few years ago. Good times, good times. Away from the cameras, though, Sally B has suffered an amazing 5 heart attacks and very nearly died. We nearly lost her. She's now sharing the life lessons that she learned in her new book. Sally, it's so good. It's always good to see you.
It's lovely to see you.
You're always a little ray of sunshine. We had Ben Shepherd on yesterday talking about being more positive.
Yep.
And I just thought, well, the most positive person I know is you, and you've put it all in here. It's don't go faster than your guardian angel can fly.
Yeah. They were words that my mum said to me before she died. And I live by that every day. I always think there's a little guardian angel called Jill just floating above there. So this is a book full of life lessons, experience, things that I want people to know. So they don't, well, it's written for my daughter, Layla,
yes,
who you know, of course. And I did say, I've written this book for you. And she said, can I politely decline? And I said, no, it's for you. And at 18, coming up for 19, I want her to learn things that I had to wait a long time to learn, to save her the heartache and the pain.
Of course. What would you like people to take away from this, Sally?
It's like having a sister. I don't have a sister. I always wish I had a sister. And everybody goes through hard times. I've been through tough times, you've been through, everybody. And you sometimes need someone just to hold your hand through those tough times. So women that have gone through menopause, cancer, breakups, or even everything's been hunky-dory, but they want someone to celebrate that with.
Right.
This is kind of like a sisterly handhold for all women, 18 to 81. And it's about the truth, you know. We all know that everything isn't quite as it seems.
Of course.
There's lots goes on behind the scenes. So it's sharing, celebrating your vulnerabilities, because your vulnerabilities make you strong. So many times we only, shout and tell the world about our great achievements. And actually, I think we should tell them about our struggles, because that's what makes us who we are today.
No, absolutely. And I know that you have got a really strong group of women that you support.
Yeah.
But actually, you've said as well, they help you. You all help one another. It's like a real sisterhood that you've got.
It is. It's called, I've got an online group on Facebook called Project Empower, and this is a mentoring hub. We're building it up to a mentoring hub. So some of my ladies are starting to mentor other women.
That's great.
And I always say, anyone can be a mentor if you can find your local coffee shop and afford to buy, a hot chocolate for someone and say, tell me what's going on.
Yes.
That's all it is. It actually sometimes doesn't go deeper than that. So, yeah, absolutely. I have these wonderful women that I absolutely love the bones of them, and I'm travelling around the country and meeting some of them. And they help me just as much, probably more than I help them.
So you've been through so much. I don't think people realise just what you've been through, obviously with your heart condition. And we did nearly lose you a few times. It was really touch and go. You've had to cope with hair loss. You've had to cope with all the side effects from the medication. But still you remain incredibly optimistic. Where do you think that comes from?
I don't know. I think I'm really lucky because I do see things positively, but I think I've taught myself that we can't control what happens around us, but we absolutely can control how we react to it. So I've got this horrible condition, FMD, and I've got it in my brain and my neck and my heart, and it causes scad heart attacks, and it leaves me prone to heart attacks, stroke, aneurysms. So it's a really rubbish condition.
It's horrible.
I can't control that, but I can control how I react to it. So what I would say to anybody who's going through any tough times at all, don't focus on that, just focus on how you can control your reaction to it. And that's liberating, because when you're going through anything that takes away your life potentially, anything that takes away the control you have over each step you take, you need to get control back, but don't try and take control of the condition, because you can't.
No.
Leave that to the doctors and hope and pray.
Right.
But what you can do is think, right, OK, I'm going to just change what I focus on. And in the book, I talk about you know, coping mechanisms through the day. I wake up every morning, I have depression, I have anxiety, I take medication. My hair has grown back. This is a hair piece, I'll be completely honest. Yeah,
well,
you see?
It's fantastic. You would never know.
You'd never know, but do you know what I mean? There are things we can do to cope with what's going on in the world. Got lots of makeup on, few false lashes, you know, hold it in, suck it in underwear. All those things you can do to make you feel better. Apart from I've just told everyone, but the outside world doesn't normally need to know that, do they?
No, that's...
So it's just choosing what you think about and what you focus on.
And also taking a little bit of care of yourself, because you do that in the book. I mean, you eat really well, you know, you're very healthy. You also enjoy life a lot as well, which is really good. But it's just taking a wee bit of care for yourself. It's a beautiful book, Sally. There it is, Don't Go Faster Than Your Guardian Angel Can Fly. And it's out now.
It is out now.
It's out now. It's the kind of book that you want by your bedside. You can dip in and out of it. If ever you're needing a little bit of advice and you know, if you just need somebody and maybe you're feeling a bit down, just go for it.
Yeah,
Thank you, my love. Thank you so much.